What is up guys, it's the Kitty here and welcome back to another one of my videos. Now on today's video we're looking at Frag Pro Shooter, and in particular we're going to be breaking down and taking a look at the top 10 EPIC Fraggers in Frag Pro Shooter right now. As of 1.7.2 update, which has not long been released, we're going to take a look at them, and I feel that out of all the different ones, out of common and rare, epic and legendary, I think that epic is has got the most good fraggers in it. So it's the most difficult field to do, but I have attempted it. Now there may be some differences of opinion, and if there's ones that you think should have been the top 3 that I've not got in the top 3, let me know in the comment section, because I read all your comments and I try to answer every single one of them. But before we go into the top 10, make sure that you subscribe to this channel and click that bell notification so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Continue to watch and enjoy the content that I make, and that will help the channel grow, which will be amazing because then I can make more content for you guys. Also, as I keep banging on as usual, get on my Discord server, and once we hit 1,000 members I can do an 800 gem giveaway every single month for Frag Pro Shooter. So without further ado, let's go and take a look at the top 10 epic fraggers. Now in at number 10 I've put Medusa. Now Medusa, as you know, she's got this 5-second petrification buff, which means that nothing can touch her when she's using it. She's got this solid beam laser thing that's going on from her staff, which is pretty good as well. I mean, she had a buff some while back, maybe a few months ago, maybe a little bit longer than that actually, which means that sometimes, you know, she is very, very difficult to stop. And with her defense, as an AI in defense, she's so-so. There are better defenders out there, but when used in an attacking capabilities, also she can shoot through walls. You can hit the target from the outside of the bunker without actually having to go in. As you can see here, hitting the target, doing some damage without actually being in the bunker itself. So that is why she's number 10. In at number 9, I've got Fragman. Fragman, he's pretty good. His ultimate ability, that laser, is exceptional. If you get it lined up right, you can take out like 2 or 3 fraggers in one go. And also there's a, you know, his frag power gives us like an extended range on it, which is quite an okay power to have. I would say it's sort of one of the reasonable frag powers to have if you can get hold of that. The laser is where it's at. And also the pistol that he uses has got a fairly good range on it as well. So that is why Fragman is in there at number 9. In at number 8, we've got General Mech. Now General Mech, as you may or may not know, he is a very, very good fragger indeed. He's definitely in the top 25% of all the fraggers in the game. His drone helps out with his attacking, and also it's got like ability to slow people down when they're being targeted. Also, if you get his new frag power, I think he's one of the ones that gives you a 20% damage buff, which means that if you're lucky enough to get that, you might want to put him straight into your main deck, because that damage buff is going to mean he's going to be doing, I think it's also the drone's damage as well as his main gun damage. So you're going to be killing fraggers even quicker than he does already. In at number 7, I have got Soldertron. Soldertron, as you know, one of the best camp fraggers out there. Also, if you're very good at him, you can even main him. His rocket launcher main weapon actually has got splash damage and can go quite considerable distance. You just have to remember, if you're gonna push him forward and attack with him, that you might leave a big hole back in the defensive area. So you just have to be aware of that. But other than that, just let him do his thing. You just let the AI take control of him, and he will do an outstanding job with those intelligent mortar strikes of his, and he does a really good defensive abilities as well with those rockets. In at number 6, I put Hakuru, and Hakuru, he's exceptional. He's got this exceptional ultimate ability which boosts his powers. It works against fraggers and it works against the base as well. If you activate that ability, not only does he go super fast, but he does super damage at the same time. He's used by quite a few of the top pros in the game. The only thing I find with him is when he does use his ultimate power, sometimes it's difficult to... He's so fast it's sometimes difficult to aim with him because his weapon's got no splash damage on it, not that I know of. So to get headshots is a little bit tricky. Now in at number five, I've put Sombrero. I'm still trying to work out exactly how good Sombrero is. What you get with Sombrero is his ultimate ability just brings a new dynamic to the game. He makes those little bomb sombrero hat things that go through the bunkers when you get a kill. His ability is, you can activate his ability for, you know, as long as he stays alive, you can his ability active for nearly half the game. It makes it so that any fragger killed by any of your characters makes those 2 bombs appear, which means that unless the opponent destroys those bombs, they will do damage on the bunkers and on the base. His weapon range is pretty long as well, so I'm not sure whether you would use him, whether you main him. I mean, obviously on this video I'm maining him and he's doing pretty good actually, so that is why I've got him as high as number 5. In at number 4, I put Tankbot. I think sometimes he's a bit overlooked, Tankbot, but he is definitely one of the best fraggers in the game. You know, I'd say he was, you know, he's in the top 15% of all the fraggers in the game right now. Is when he turns into that tank, you get splash damage, you get exceptional bunker damage. He can turn the game around just by maining him, and also his range on his main weapon is really long, and he's got so many bullets. He's got over, I think it's 50 bullets before he has to reload. As long as you can aim at the head, which I struggle to do sometimes, you can get those kills and get those wins. Now in at number 3, I have decided to put Ronin. Now one thing I would say about Ronin is I'm a little bit disappointed that his frag power gives him a 15% range boost on his lunge, which I didn't feel really is a good enough boost for him, because some of the fraggers get like a 30% attack rate increase. 15% on his lunge I don't think is going to make him that much better than he already is. But that said, he is still an exceptional fragger, which is why I've got him at number 3 in the EPIC ratings, because he's used a hell of a lot. He is super fast. His weapon speed is very quick as well, and he can, you know, he's one of the few fraggers that can go, that if you're very skillful with him, he can get multiple kills. Plus his AI is pretty useful as well, as long as he's not lunging off of the map. In at number 2, I have put BB, and the reason why I put BB in there is because BB is very much a team player. Not only have you got that ultimate ability, which although they nerfed it and made it so that BB didn't get that buff, him or herself, everyone else on the team gets that buff, a speed boost and a health boost. So if you're backing up some of your tank fraggers such as Lucha Moitra and he's nearly been killed, you can activate that ability and it will boost the health right back up again. The splash damage is exceptional. If you get it in the right place, you can do damage to multiple fraggers at the same time. But yeah, number 2, I had to put him in there. Very good team performance from BB. And in at number 1, maybe controversial, maybe not, I don't know, but Lucha Moitra has got the most health. I think he's got the most health. I think he's got more than Hannibal. He's got the most health in the game, and you can main him, you can do these giant leaps, you can get into those bunkers, and that is his primary role. He's a bunker destroyer, and he takes so many shots to destroy, and he's got that phenomenal fart power to not only jump but to poison as well. So you don't have to main him. You can main him when he's in the bunker. You can take control of him, give yourself that 2 or 3 second shield to help him even more. But normally once you've got him in the bunker, you can just leave him in the bunker and take care of business elsewhere on the battlefield while he goes about and quietly does that bunker destruction, which is ultimately what you need to do to get the wins. You don't often, you know, it's difficult to win without getting the destruction on the targets, and that is what he does so well. So that is why I've got him as number 1, the best epic card in Frag Pro Shooter right now. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to smash that like button, because that'd be super awesome. A few shout outs to Dominic M, Tommy the Beast, Etty Shukla, Dato and Percy. And also, don't forget, there's so many more videos on my channel that you might be interested in. There's lots of top 10s. Check them out just here.